The internet just took a sharp, emotional turn, and this time, it's hitting closer to home than anyone expected. After months of rising tension, questionable live streams, and behind-the-scenes drama surrounding Chrisean Rock, things reached a disturbing new level. The tipping point. A deeply troubling remark, allegedly made by someone within Blueface's own circle, referring to Chrisean Jr., a child barely old enough to walk as slow. Yes, a baby is now at the center of a conversation that's turning painfully disrespectful, sparking an online firestorm that has everyone from fans to celebrities speaking out. Social media users are split, some expressing heartbreak, others unleashing fury over how far the chaos has gone. But amid the backlash and messy commentary, one unexpected voice stepped forward: Karlissa, Blueface's mother. Instead of fueling the drama with more criticism or blame, Karlissa chose a different route. She went public not with gossip, but with grace, asking for prayers. Her message, layered with emotion and vulnerability, stood out in the sea of outrage. I have 8 grandkids. Only one of them is developmentally behind. But you know what? He's still beautiful. Karissa's words hit a nerve. In the middle of finger-pointing and internet debates, her quiet honesty brought a moment of reflection. It reminded everyone watching that behind the headlines and hashtags is an innocent child, one who did not ask for the spotlight or the scrutiny. While the drama around Chrisean and Blueface continues to spiral, Karissa's plea offered a much-needed pause, urging people to step back from the spectacle and recognize the human cost unfolding in real time. Things have taken a sharp, messy, and deeply emotional turn in the ever-evolving saga of Chrisean Rock, her baby boy Chrisean Jr., and the mounting online firestorm that now includes Blueface's mother, Karlissa. What started as social media side-eyes and livestream meltdowns has now turned into a storm of verbal blows harsher than any love and hip-hop reunion. The latest spark, Karlissa publicly posted a spiritual message. Not just vaguely hinting but directly tagging Chrisean, asking followers to uplift Chrisean Jr. in prayer. To many, this seemed like a rare, heartfelt moment, perhaps even an olive branch. But to others, especially those familiar with Karlissa's long history of dragging Chrisean online, it felt less like grace and more like a strategic PR move dressed up in gospel robes. "Can't the girl go live without y'all bringing up her son?" one frustrated fan wrote. But this was more than just a post-it. Felt like the final match to light an already blazing fire. To truly understand how we ended up in this public spectacle, filled with shade, confusion, and raw emotion, we need to rewind the clock, because this moment did not appear from thin air. It has been simmering under the surface since the very beginning of Chrisean's pregnancy. From day one, the internet had questions. Who's the father? Was Blueface involved? Could Chrisean handle motherhood? These weren't just innocent curiosities. They were asked with harsh undertones and doubtful eyes. And at the center of it all, a baby who didn't ask to be a storyline in one of the most controversial influencer sagas of our time. In early 2023, Chrisean, already a firebrand with a reputation for chaotic live streams, emotional outbursts, and an on-again off-again rollercoaster relationship with rapper Blueface, found herself once again trending, but this time for announcing a pregnancy. But instead of love and celebration, she was met with memes, criticism, and conspiracy theories. Blueface wasted no time distancing himself from the news, tweeting, "That's not my baby until I see a test," adding gasoline to an already flaming narrative. As the pregnancy progressed, so did the drama. Chrisean kept posting on live, appearing bruised, even revealing a missing tooth at one point, while her followers begged her to slow down, to think about the child. Meanwhile, Blueface remained emotionally detached, often silent or coldly dismissive, and never showing any consistent public support. Then came the wild card, Karlissa. Blueface's mom immediately positioned herself as the anti-Chrisean, turning Instagram into a battlefield of accusations. She called her unfit, unstable, and a spiritual mess. The feud turned into a digital tug-of-war that didn't die down, even after baby Chrisean Jr. was born. If anything, things only escalated. The moment Jr. entered the world, so did the scrutiny. Every post, every clip, every blink was picked apart by strangers on the internet. They criticized his facial expressions, speculated on his developmental progress, and debated whether or not he showed signs of delays, all while he was still just a few weeks old. It was invasive, heartbreaking, and disturbing. At first, Chrisean seemed to brush off the criticism, but then came the clips that made the whispers louder. Videos began to circulate where Junior appeared confused or disconnected, sometimes unresponsive during Chrisean's chaotic IG lives, other times silent when fans expected him to babble. The comments grew darker. Why isn't he talking? He doesn't seem to make eye contact. Something isn't right. The gossip snowballed until it reached a new, shameful low. A now-deleted tweet from someone tied to Blueface's team. They referred to the child not with concern or empathy but as a joke. "That little dude just be staring. He's slow, FR." The tweet sent the internet into a frenzy. Fans were horrified. Activists and special needs advocates called it dangerous, vile, and inhumane. Memes were replaced with demands for accountability, and while the world waited for someone to speak up for Blueface to defend his son, or for Chrisean to clap back, it was Karlissa, the same woman who had repeatedly criticized Chrisean, who finally broke the silence. But instead of a rebuke or apology, she chose a different angle. She posted a long, emotional prayer request, publicly asking the world to pray for her grandson. "I have 8 grandkids," she wrote. "Only one of them is developmentally behind. But guess what? He's still beautiful." On the surface, it read like a moment of vulnerability, a call for compassion, but online, it was met with mixed reactions. Some saw it as genuine, others as calculated damage control from a woman who had never hesitated to slam Chrisean when the cameras were off. Was this sudden moment of grace real? Or a performance? In the ongoing spectacle of their family feud? And what about Chrisean? How would she respond? Because if there's one thing fans know, it's that Chrisean Rock does not let shade, even when disguised as spirituality, go unanswered. As the internet held its breath, the comment sections exploded with both prayers and rage. "Stop using that baby for clout," one user wrote under Karlissa's post. "You dragged his mother for months, and now you want prayers." Others praised her for showing heart, saying maybe this was a chance for the family to start healing. But whether this was the beginning of peace or just another PR chess move is anyone's guess. One thing is clear: Chrisean Jr., an innocent child born into chaos, continues to be the emotional center of a social media storm that only seems to grow darker by the day. And as Karlissa prays publicly and the internet debates privately, the one question still echoing in every timeline is the one no one has been able to answer honestly: is this child safe? And when will someone finally put his well-being before the content? On her Instagram story, Karlissa Saffold shared an image of folded hands beside a Bible verse, accompanied by a message praying for Chrisean Jr., asking God to remove delays and protect him from generational curses, then tagged Chrisean directly. While the tone seemed heartfelt, fans were skeptical, with many calling it performative after months of public insults, including Karlissa previously calling Chrisean a demon. Chrisean responded subtly, reposting the prayer with a single word, "interesting," igniting more speculation that this was not a genuine gesture but a veiled jab. Their history of public clashes: Karlissa accusing Chrisean of manipulating Blueface and damaging their family, and Chrisean accusing Karlissa of toxicity and clout chasing, only fueled the fire. Then came a leaked voice memo from someone close to Chrisean, claiming she admitted Junior might be a little behind developmentally but said she had to keep showing him online because it's how I feed him. That was followed by a group chat leak, reportedly between Chrisean, a stylist, and a family member, where she allegedly said, "I'm not built for this special needs mom life," and complained that therapy sessions would interfere with her work, stating, "If I stop now, everything falls apart." Outrage exploded across social media, with critics accusing her of prioritizing fame over her child's needs, and medical professionals urging early intervention. Chrisean responded emotionally through a raw Instagram story: "No glam, just her, holding Junior and insisting he was healthy and loved," moving at his own pace before directly calling out Karlissa for making public prayers instead of offering real support. She ended the video ominously, promising to release receipts, and the next day, she delivered, sharing a screen recording of a WhatsApp conversation with Karlissa saved as Karlissa Prayer Lady, revealing a months-long private relationship that was far more sympathetic than the public animosity suggested. The real shock came in a voice note, where Karlissa allegedly said, before Junior was even born, "If he comes out not developing right, I got a prayer group ready. Don't show him too early, he might be slow," suggesting she'd already planted seeds of doubt about the baby's development before birth, turning public sympathy into confusion and exposing an even deeper layer of hypocrisy. Chrisean rocks. Screen recording did more than expose private messages, it lit the match that blew the entire situation wide open. In part 2 of the footage, she revealed a recent message from Karlissa Saffold, dated just days before the now infamous public prayer post. In it, Karlissa casually wrote, "Girl, I'm about to post this little prayer thing. Just let it rock. It'll take the heat off you." That one message flipped the entire narrative. What was framed as a heartfelt plea for divine intervention now looked like a strategic PR move designed to soften Karissa's public image while the scandal spiraled out of control. The prayer was not a spiritual offering, it was a calculated performance dressed in scripture. Fans already on edge erupted with rage. "Karlissa used God like a prop," they tweeted. "She called that baby slow in private, and now tagging prayer warriors like she's his savior." The backlash was swift, but it intensified when a mysterious Twitter account named @InsideBlueHouse dropped another bombshell. Screenshots allegedly taken from Karissa's close friend's Instagram story. One chilling image showed her holding a Bible, captioned, "Let them think I'm praying. The real storm coming." What had once seemed like religious empathy was now being dissected as manipulative theater. Even Blueface's other baby mama, Jaden Alexis, joined the conversation, tweeting, "Now y'all see what I meant when I said that lady don't care about nobody but how she look on live." To make things even more surreal, Blueface himself reposted Jaden's tweet adding a laughing emoji. That moment, brief as it was, sent shockwaves, Blueface siding with his ex and indirectly clowning his own mother. Meanwhile, Chrisean posted another emotional Instagram story, this time in tears, cradling Junior. "All I ever did was protect my baby," she said, her voice trembling. "Y'all laughed at me. Said I'm too wild, but I'm the only one praying for him when nobody's looking. Not for followers. For real, Karlissa, you said what you said, and now you wanna play church. But God ain't in that mess." Support came pouring in. Young Miami tweeted, "Chrisean ain't perfect, but that baby don't deserve this messy world." Summer Walker chimed in under the Shade Room post, writing, "This spiritual gaslighting gotta stop. Prayers don't heal what neglect breaks." Even Lizzo joined the wave, reposting a photo of Junior with the caption, "This baby is love. Protect him from everything." As the world rallied around Chrisean and her son, Karlissa tried to salvage her name. She went live on Facebook, brushing everything off. "Y'all reading into stuff too deep," she said. "I speak in tongues. I speak in truths. If I say a child might need prayer, it's 'cause I see spirits on them." Blue was delayed. Ain't no shame in that, but it was too little. Too late. The receipts were out. The alleged manipulation was public. For the first time, Chrisean had both the internet and the evidence on her side. And just when people thought the drama had finally peaked, yet another twist emerged. One of Karissa's own prayer circle members came forward, hinting that they had DMS audio recordings, and even a private voice memo from Blueface himself, discussing Junior's health. Now, the focus shifted again, this time, toward the people surrounding the baby. The family fractures, and how a child's development became fodder for public consumption. The prayer circle had started out as a supposed spiritual support system, but as the leaks mounted, even that turned against Karlissa. What began as concern for a child was now unraveling as an exposé on clout chasing, manipulation, and the dangerous mix of family drama and social media spectacle. TikTok exploded after mother Evangeline LaRue, once part of Karlissa Saffold's so-called prayer circle, dropped a viral front camera video that hit over 7 million views in just hours, exposing Karissa's now infamous prayer for Christian Jr. as a carefully planned publicity move rather than a genuine act of concern. Evangeline claimed Karlissa had privately messaged her saying, "Let's make this look holy," asking her to post a deep-sounding prayer to distract from growing backlash, then blocked her when she refused. Screenshots confirmed the conversation, sparking outrage across social media and prompting celebrities to weigh in. Kik Palmer called it spiritual manipulation. Taraji P. Henson said the child deserved peace, not stunts, and Amber Rose delivered a harsh blow by blaming Karlissa for fueling generational trauma. Suddenly, the internet rallied around Chrisean with hashtags like #ProtectChristianJr. and #Shariza exposed as Blueface stayed silent till a resurfaced podcast clip revealed him coldly saying, "If the baby comes out different, that's on her," leading fans to accuse the entire family of knowing there might be developmental concerns but choosing to exploit the child anyway. Even medical professionals joined in, with pediatric TikTokers urging early intervention instead of online mockery. The focus shifted to support. not slander, as Chrisean's sister broke her silence, defending her nephew and accusing Karlissa of playing both sides. Karlissa, however, doubled down in a Facebook Live, claiming she was being villainized for protecting her family while accusing Chrisean of chasing clout with her son. Then came the final blow. A viral compilation video titled "Every Time Karlissa" went low while pretending to be holy racked up millions of views, showing her mocking Chrisean's parenting and Junior's behavior edited to gospel music for bitter irony. What started as a cruel comment about a child's development had now become a public meltdown of epic proportions, with fake prayers, resurfaced interviews, and exposed manipulation unraveling the family's image. And just when the storm seemed to peak, Chrisean warned she had more to reveal, this time involving Blueface himself. After enduring days of public humiliation, harsh judgment, and relentless gossip about her son's development, Chrisean Rock didn't just clap back, she dropped a bombshell that no one saw coming. Instead of posting another emotional rant, she came armed with receipts, a screen recording of a FaceTime call between her and Blueface, reportedly from 3 weeks ago, complete with time-stamped captions and audio. The clip began innocently enough, just a co-parenting conversation. Blueface appeared relaxed, smirking into the camera while Chrisean cradled their son Junior, who was trying to babble. Then came the moment that shattered every narrative. Blueface casually commented, "He's still not talking," to which Chrisean responded, "He just needs time." Without hesitation, Blueface admitted, "I didn't talk till I was 4, either. I told you that tit runs in the blood." And just like that, he confirmed something his mother Karlissa had previously shared privately and then publicly denied: a family history of developmental delay. But the footage didn't stop there. Chrisean, clearly tired and holding back tears, looked into the camera and asked, "You gonna help or nah? That's your baby." Blueface, shrugging, replied coldly, "I already did my part." Chrisean pressed again, "So you admit he needs help?" He deflected with, "I ain't say all that. I said he different." The word different hung in the air like a coded message, one that carried the weight of every cruel label already thrown at JR. As the video ended, Chrisean whispered, "I kept this in case y'all ever tried to act brand new. No tags, no hashtags, just raw proof." And the fallout was instant. Karlissa went completely silent. No live videos, no prayers, no vague quotes. Blueface quickly turned off comments on his last few Instagram posts, then posted a black screen to his story, with the words, "Some stuff ain't for the internet, y'all weird." But it was too late. The truth had been exposed. Major figures chimed in. Drake's producer, Vinyl's, reposted the video with the caption, "Dad's gotta do more than shoot the club up," while Boosie dropped a rare, heartfelt comment, "Support them kids, no matter how they come out. That baby ain't got nothing to do with y'all mess." Fans who had once labeled Chrisean as unstable suddenly shifted focus. "All this time y'all made her look crazy," one viral comment read, and Blueface bin knew the truth. The clip revealed a deeper betrayal that Blueface had known about his own developmental history and still allowed people, including his mother, to publicly clown his child. Karlissa's spiritual mask crumbled with this single clip. And before the dust could even settle, Chrisean sent Twitter into overdrive with a simple, final tweet: "Court order pending." The internet erupted with speculation. Was she seeking full custody, filing for child support, suing Karlissa for defamation? No one knew, but everyone was tuned in. One thing was certain: Chrisean wasn't just airing her pain, she was fighting back. Not with tears or shade, but with legal action. What started as a petty feud had now transformed into a potential courtroom showdown with nationwide attention. And while Karlissa had vanished into silence after being caught orchestrating fake prayers and backroom manipulation, Blueface's refusal to step up only added fuel to the fire. The timeline of lies had unraveled. This saga, sparked by a single, insensitive comment about a toddler's development, had now exposed family dysfunction, media exploitation, and the dangerous intersection of fame and parenting. But underneath all the drama is one simple, heartbreaking truth: a child caught in the chaos, a baby who deserves peace. So now the question remains, who's really advocating for Chrisean Jr.? Is it Chrisean, unpredictable but fiercely protective, now armed with the truth? Is it Karlissa, the self-proclaimed prayer warrior who was plotting PR moves while whispering doubts before the baby was even born? Or is it Blueface, whose nonchalant reaction and failure to stand by his son paint a chilling picture of indifference? The internet is watching. The court may soon be involved. And one thing's for sure, this story isn't over. So hit that like, Stay locked in, and be ready, because when that court order drops, we'll be here breaking it down line by line, moment by moment, and exposing whoever needs to be exposed. Hashtag pray for Chrisean jar. Hashtag Karlissa exposed. Hashtag Blueface silent. Hashtag the receipts win. Hashtag this baby deserves peace.